Today's February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day, and John Nigerian's flying private back home to be with his loved one. She's okay with that?
Hey, Andrew, I've got a great tip for you, by the way.
Okay, deflect, go.
Okay, how about this one? Godiva.
Godiva.
50%. Actually, Godiva chocolates, if you go to Godiva, Godiva, you will see that they have 50% off sale and no shipping for post-Valentine's Day. They clear out all their stuff.
I know you do that every year. You get that big
every year.
Every year you get the February 15th deal. Can you go to the store here in Chicago and get that?
Yep, you can. And here's the even better deal, really, was that I was able to, I'm here in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Going out to the store, I just went on their website, Godiva.com, and sent one to my mom, sent one to my wife. I used to send one to the mother-in-law, too, but the mother-in-law passed away a couple years ago, so now I just send one to the wife, one to the mother-in-law, and my daughter's already got theirs. We took care of them earlier.
Nice. So everybody's going to be chocolated it up.
Yeah, and at half price, it's not half bad.
Oh, that's good stuff. I love Godiva chocolates. Quality stuff. So, still holding on to my American Airlines. Still holding on to my gold.
Yeah, it's kicking butt.
I know.
Yep. And they were buying JetBlue today. They were buying LUV today, LUV. Of course, it was disclosed that Warren Buffett's team has been buying in the airline space as well. I think AAL and DAL. And that trade, Andrew, has been like a gift. That trade that sent American Airlines under 44 when they had the travel ban for a couple days. That was stupid cheap.
And Buffett owns it. I'm surprised he already doesn't own a bunch of it. Being he likes those iconic brands.
He does, but, he's always been a guy that thought that they weren't disciplined about capacity and that they could just be sold anything by Boeing, the airline industry in general. And now they've been very disciplined about capacity. They haven't been increasing it dramatically, and so they're able to.
All you need to do is take a flight or two in the United States, and you can learn about capacity real quick.
Yep, because they're all full.
All the time. We know why you fly, and we're going to charge you for it.
We know why you fly.
Yeah. We know why you fly at 5 o'clock, because you want to get home. That's why we're going to charge you more. But they don't put that in the advertisements. Which one just came up on the radar? You had one on the halftime, but there was one in Investitute that we threw out that was kind of interesting. Well,
the first one, like you say, that I did on half was PRXL, which is PRXL. And they had an earnings report beginning of Feb, tossed the stock from 71 down to 63. And it's been working its way back up. And today it's making a nice move. Jana Partners disclosed a stake. Bunch of people are scrambling into the name because, it got kind of cheap, I guess. And that's my point, is that everybody complains about all these expensive stocks. Okay, but what about ones that had one little misstep? Guidance was a little soft last quarter, and you shave 10 to 20% off the stock. I mean, that's an opportunity the way I look at it.
What's that symbol again?
PRXL.
Okay.
Like Papa Romeo extra large.
Got it. PRXL. Okay. And two other things. Did you tweeted out that I don't know if you tweeted out, but you mentioned that Trump said that he doesn't like herb, and not the kind you smoke. The HRB.
Is that right? Yeah, H&R Block. Well, he didn't say he didn't like them, and he wasn't calling out the CEO or anything, but he was talking about his tax plan, and he said, "I know these guys aren't going to like it, but H&R Block's not going to like it."
You've been around for how many years in the trading market? I have never seen anything like that. I mean, we've seen his tweets when we've talked about how a tax plan could hurt H&R Block because they charge so much. But for the president of the United States to frankly, candidly come out and say that is pretty bizarre.
Yeah. Well, there are lots of interesting things that come out of the president's mouth.
Yeah.
But there is no doubt, Andrew, that a simplification of the tax code would be welcomed by members of both parties. Obama, of course, didn't support reforming the tax code at all, which is why so many of the big people in Silicon Valley backed him, because they were fat and happy right where they were, leaving the money overseas and everything. But I think that is going to change. And I think that's going to be very healthy. Very healthy.
Because they both want to do it, and there is money, like you said. H&R Block is concerning for me because I had my taxes done there for a couple of years. And by the time they ended up getting done with your taxes, they basically took your whole return. You know, they give you just enough. Like, say you get $1,000 back, they make it so you're, oh, that bill's $750. Would you like the $200 in advance, and we'll charge you, you know, poor slaves. And then the other one was Twitter. Old Jack Dorsey bought $7 million worth of share, was that?
Yeah, but, you know, when you're well, maybe he's not a multi anymore, but he's a billionaire or thereabouts. It's, you know, that's such a minor buy. You know what I mean, Andrew?
I mean, it's showing today.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so the chairman bought $7 million worth of the stock. Okay, that's not a ringing endorsement at one of its lowest levels since the IPO for you to only put 7 in. If it would have been 70, it'd be impressive. But 7?
Well, maybe he meant 70, and he just the broker unfat fingered his trade. He meant to put in an extra 0, and it's just fake news, and we just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well.
So what else?
Yeah, I wasn't terribly impressed. Let's see what else. Outside the airlines and stuff, where else was I seeing?
There was one other.
Weyerhaeuser again.
Yes, the Weyerhaeuser, WY. Now, that's a really good one because they had come out with earnings, and the people that I talked to in the paper business, like, yeah, they reported last Friday. What are you seeing activity? I said, hey, we're seeing it. I don't know what the deal is. It's up $1.30 or so or more since we first put that out. So something must be going on. And like all the news that was supposed to come out on Weyerhaeuser came out before we even saw the activity. I think it was a Friday. They put out their earnings on a Friday, and what we saw was on a Monday, which was totally counterintuitive of what you would normally expect. So maybe more to come.
Exactly.
More to come.
I agree. There could be.
I don't know, so we'll keep an eye on that.
But, well, and I'll be back out here Tuesday, Andrew. I'm going to go skiing out in Utah with the family for President's Day. Remember, folks, we don't trade Monday.
Oh, it's a 3-day
President's Day, virtually everything is closed. So that's a holiday.
So you're going out to Park City, Utah to ski the Pow Pow. There's no snow here. Well,
no, but, you know, there's a lot out here still, Andrew. They got pounded last weekend.
Where?
Especially in
New
the
York?
suburbs out in New York, yeah. All the way up to, Rhode Island, I think. Blizzards.
Well, knock on wood over here in Chicago because we ain't got none, and it's like 40-something degrees today, so I'm kind of happy about that. All right, man. I'll let you go, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.
I'll see you tomorrow morning, Andrew. Remember, folks, you can subscribe through YouTube to our channel, and it'll alert you every time we have a new episode up, or through iTunes. So make sure you do that and tell a friend.